Oh ho! This time around I'm bringing something a little different compared to my usual videos. I'm going to be doing some booster box opening of the new set from Union Arena, Goddess of Victory Nikke, or Nikke, depends on how you want to pronounce it. For those who aren't aware, Union Arena is a card game that seems to fly under everyone's radar. It's based on each set being individual anime IPs, in which you make a deck and play those said anime IPs against each other. I've been wanting to get into this card game. It looks amusing, but there's not a single anime I like that's currently out, with the exception of Nikke. Now I do know a good portion of people out there watching this have never heard of this game, so I'm just going to give a very basic premise of how the game is played using these promo rappies I have. To start, you and your opponent both take 7 cards from the top of your deck and place them on the side. These are your life points. The point is to deplete your opponent's life points, or whoever decks out first loses. You then have a front row, a back row, and 3 action points. So Rappy here is 1 yellow energy, 1 action point, and she generates 1 yellow energy. For the sake of argument, let's just say she has 0 energy cost. So to play her, you would tap an action point and play her in the back row, ideally because she generates 1 energy. And let's say you have another Rappy, same thing, 0 cost, generates 1 energy, 1 action point, tap another action point, play her in the back row. Now you have 2 energies. Now let's say you have a card in your hand that says use 1 action point, 2 energy, reset 2 your action points. So you would do that. You have 2 energies generated in the back. You tap the last action point to have. You play that card that lets you untap 2 action points. And then you have 2 energies, and let's say you want to play a card in your front row. The front row is the one that can attack. You tap 1 action point and play a 2 energy cost character in the front. And when you're able to attack your opponent, if your opponent is unable to prevent that attack, you hit their life points. When you hit their life points, whatever card is in their life points gets flipped over, and some cards have a trigger effect. That trigger effect could be anything from drawing a card, playing that card in play, reviving a card, or what be it. So there is a threat assessment in this. You have to kind of figure out what your opponent's running, what kind of cards are in deck, and what kind of cards can be in their life points. And you have to assess whether attacking is a good time or a bad time based on what you can or can't do, based on what they may get out of a trigger from attacking the life points. So there is a good amount of strategy involved, and a good amount of planning, a good amount of threat assessment. But enough of that, now on to the box opening. So I'm going to be pretty quick about this. This is going to be edited because I'm not going to spend 10 minutes on every single booster pack I open. Also, I'm just going to go straight to the rares. I do know the rare cards are at the end of the booster pack, they're not in the middle of the booster packs. Oh, look at that, limited first edition. So once again, I'm not going to be opening these packs and spending every minute of every single card I see until I get to the last 2 for the rares. I'm just going to go straight to it. Nice and simple, quick and easy. We're going to see how lucky I get. Each booster box is 16 packs, 12 cards per box. There are commons, uncommons, alt arts for the uncommons, rares, alt arts for the rares, and then the super rares. And the super rares, there's 3 variations of the super rares on top of the regular one. This is going to be a disaster in pulls. From what I've read, the drops tend to be at least 2 or 1 action points in a box, minimum 4 super rares, and about 2 of those alt arts, which are called parallel rares, I believe. We'll find out enough. I want to start with this one. There's just 1 card in it, so I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to open it because I don't want to damage a card trying to open a pack. Alright, and the top card is going to be a Laplace. Interesting. Alright, first booster pack. Let's see how lucky we get right off the bat. Going through. Ugh, legal lolly. And there's Rappy, the mascot, so to speak. And the rare is going to be a Biscuit and Viper. Did I have Viper back here? Yeah, Viper's right there. So you can see it's the common version Viper and the rare version Viper. Booster pack number 2. And one thing about Union Arena is to use the artwork from either the IP, the anime, or whatever it is it's from. It's kind of one of the turnoffs for me because I don't like using screen grabs. Oh, there's Anise. Anise is my favorite character. I don't like the, oh, there's Counters. Counters is the name of the group that Rappy, Neon, and Anise are part of. That's the main team you're using. I don't like the screen cap artwork for cards. To me, it just seems lazy. I prefer something a little more original. So I've only played the game briefly, not enough to really see it or have it really on my mind. Ooh, look at that, Snow White, and that is a rare, and the last rare is going to be, oh, that's a super rare. So there we go, second pack of super rare of Laplace. So that's one super rare so far, and Laplace being that one card I got as a topper. So that's a super rare. Look at that. I'm gonna put that next to my mousey. And I was rambling with the artwork, but that's just a personal thing. Whenever a card game or anything uses artwork from the actual source material, like the anime, screen caps, which need to just like pause a certain screen and use that as artwork for the card, I just don't like it. Maybe to me it just seems lazy, but it seems very uninspiring. Alright, next third pack. And the last two are going to be rare. They're going to be Codename Red Hood and... oh my. It's another super rare. Two super rares in a row. Scarlet. I played the Nikke game for a bit. It was alright, I just kind of got bored of it. The one thing that the game Nikke is known for, at least that I've known of it for, is the gameplay style, which is just their butts jiggling in front of you. As amusing as that is, it just really got boring to me after a while. Don't get me wrong, I love dice waifus, but too much of it. Fourth pack. Let's see here, we're getting more copies. Oh, cursed. Cursed pairing, Snow White. Scarlet, oh look at that. So that's the regular Scarlet. That's the uncommon Scarlet. This is a super rare Scarlet. Pretty neat. Now, rares are going to be Maxwell and Modernia. These are just regular rares. That's what's pretty nice about Union Arena so far, from what I've seen, is that the rares are hollow. I love hollow cards. I have a fixation on hollow foil cards, so at least they're good enough to give you that. Even though it kind of died out. I remember hollow cards back then were rarity. They were hard to find, hard to get. Nowadays, they just kind of give them to you. Here's pack number 5. See what we got. And the two rares are going to be Privy and Alice. And that's another super rare. Is it? I can't tell. They make the text really small, so they need to make it a little smaller so it's just completely impossible to read. But it looks like I got Alice here, which is going to be a super rare. So it's 3 super rares in a row already. Well, close enough. Were they in a row? I got super my second pack, 4-pack, and I think that's a pack number 5. This is pack number 6. Let's see if we actually get a 4th one in pack number 6. Alright, here we go. Ooh, there's Rappy again. Counters, Uni, Anise, there you go. Anise is my favorite character for plot reasons. So Light of Hero is a rare, and the one behind it is going to be Rapunzel. So these are just regular rares. Would have been cool if we got a 4th super rare in a row. Not in a row, but back to back. Got the 4 super rares right off the bat. 4, 6. It's pack number 7. We're almost reaching the halfway point. Alright. Oh, there's Alice. So we have the super rare Alice and next to the common Alice. Anise. Another Anise. And the cards are gonna be Wings of Paradise and ooh. So this is one of the parallel rares, I believe, of Helm. I didn't think I got the regular version of it. Yeah. Huh. So this is like the alt art, if I recall. If I read correctly, the parallels, which is this, is like an alt art. So that's the alt art of Helm, that character. Put that right there. So 3 super rares, 1 alt art, or 1 parallel, I should say correctly. Oh. And this is pack number 8. Oh, So I can tell that's going to be an action point. That's going to be one of the 2 action points in the game, or in the box, I should say. We're going to find out what action point it is, whether it's a regular one or a rare one. Rare ones are going to be hollow. And I got for my 2 rares, a log and action point Uni Arena. Interesting, I haven't seen this one before. I think this is a regular action point. I did take a look at some of the cards that come in the box, because when you look on the Uni Arena website, it does give you a peek at the kind of chase cards are going to be in it, if you want to call it that. So we're past the halfway point. That's 8 packs, 8 more to go. We're still looking for some more super rares, another parallel, 1 more Union Arena, 1 more action point card, and hopefully we get some really good super rares, the plus star super rares, or however you want to call them. Oh, there's the other action point. So there's the second one in the box. We're going to see if it's a hollow action point. And it's going to be a Scarlet. So hollow Scarlet. And, ooh, action point of Dorothy. I think it's Dorothy. I never got too far in the game to know the name of the characters, so most of these, I've seen their faces, I just don't know their names. So that's the 2 action points in the box. That means if we get more, well, I guess we got lucky. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, skip, skip. Alright, and the rares are going to be Marianne, another one, and Ludmilla. Pack number 11. Oh, this one opened very easily. Noise. Anise. Yes. Scarlet. Oh, there's the common version of Scarlet. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. And the 2 rares. Oh, there's Helm. So that's going to be the parallel of Helm, I believe. That's uncommon Helm. This should be... I cannot see that. I'm going to have to take a closer look. Okay, I got a closer look. So that's the uncommon Helm. And this is the uncommon alt of Helm. So this is like the parallel rare. So the alt art, I should say. So I got the alt art and the common. So. And the rares are going to be Uni, Crystal Lolly, and Rapunzel. And this is a super rare Rapunzel. Okay, so there you go. Got another super rare. So I got the 4 super rares that would come in a box. Now we're going to see if we get more super rares, which ideally, hopefully, we will. Pack number 12. Skipping, going by fast, to the close to the end, very close to the end, and now we're at the end. It's going to be Senti and Noah. Ooh. Pack number 13, down to the last 4. Alright, and going to go right to the end here. The 2 rares are going to be Alice and Snow Queen. Distracted. Anise. Ooh. I got Anise. Favorite character. Not for the obvious reasons. I like her because of her sass and her humor. And, not a super rare. Yeah. Ruby. That's 5 super rares. Yes. I know I don't sound that excited. I'm not the kind of person that jumps up and down and yells and whoops all the time. Trust me, I'm excited. I just learned to keep that excitement in me, not overly express it. Pack number 14, the last 3. We're gonna get some blessings in the last 3. We're gonna get something good. Alright, last 3 packs. Drake, Uni, Ordania, Memory, Isabel, Ray, Rappy, Harem, Holy, Counters. It's gonna be a Drake. So I got the regular Drake and rare Drake in the same pack. And Jackal, which is gonna be just a regular rare. Pack number 15, second to last. That one opened very smoothly. Alright, we got Funzel, Drake, Sugar, Sugar, bum 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 bum. It's a Simpsons reference. Eden, and it's gonna be Neon. Neon is gonna be the other main character of the 3 in the game. And the last card is, ooh, a second parallel. Blanc, blank, blanc. That's pretty neat. So that's the 2 parallels you would get in a box. Theoretical parallels, no guarantee. From what I've been told, Bandai is pretty good at being consistent on their boxes or their pull rates. So 4 is what I was told the minimum. I was told 5 or 6, but 4 is what I was told minimum. If I get a 6 super out of this, that'd be wonderful. But that would be more consistent to what I was told is what the boxes normally drop. So last pack magic. Let's see if we get anything. Otherwise than that, the parallel would have been my hypothetical last pack since I opened it second to last. But here we go. Last pack. Do I get anything special, good, or amazing? Skipping to the very end. And we got a Heron, which is going to be just a regular rare. And the last card is... oh, yes. Oh. Oh, yes. It's a Niece, super rare Niece. My favorite character. For not the obvious reasons. Yeah, look at that. That looks really cool. Especially compared to the regular Niece. That's pretty neat. So of this first box I've opened, first one, I'm not going to count how many uncommon comments I got. You can figure that out. But they are very generous at giving 2 rares a pack, which is nice. And one of those 2 rares could be either an action point. So I got the 2 action points that were hypothetical, or I should say theoretically, would drop in the box. And I got not 1, but 2 parallel rares, as they would call them, from the box, because I was told 1 is a minimal drop or likely to drop. I got 2 out of that box, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 super rares. I was told you can get 4 to 6. I was told a very heavy towards 4, but I got the heavy 4 that you would get, and then 2 extra ones, or at least I got 2 likely ones. So that's really good. Especially love that I got a Niece. I'm upset that this set apparently didn't have a Steam Deck, because usually whenever they make a new set, they have a Steam Deck released with it. This one did not, but considering I have these boxes to open, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make a deck and play. If, you know, any of my locals actually played it. Only 2 of the locals in my area played this game, and the pre-release tournament they had for one of them, no one showed up. And I was upset because I was at work, so I couldn't show up, but it would be great if I was able to get there. Onward to the next box. Let's see if I can beat this. 2 parallels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 super rares, and 2 action points. Let's see if the next box I open can beat that.